Welcome to Structure Fishing. As Buck Perry says, knowledge is the key to fishing success. Structure Fishing is a show that is packed with fishing knowledge. Regardless of your skill level or where you fish or what you fish for, you will learn something on each show that will help you catch more fish. We'll take you on the water and into the classroom. Let's see what we have for you on today's show. Coming up later on HLS News, fish pedicures. Stay tuned for that full story and more later on in the show. Coming up in classroom, we're going to continue our discussion on weather. In this classroom session, I'll be discussing how the vapor trails from planes can give us an indication and how fishing will be. But right now, we're going on the water to Lake St. Clair. Lake St. Clair is located just east of Detroit. It's early spring and the smallmouth bass are in pre-spawn. This was my first time ever fishing this lake, but by following the guidelines and using Structure as my guide, it was just a matter of time before we were catching some smallies. Don't fish on. First fish of the day. Came right off that channel. Hopefully it's from a school. Go back and cast that area and see if it's from a school. That fish came right on the edge of that channel break line. Yeah, it's a nice one. In about 12, 13 feet of water. Drop down to about 15. There you go. Yeah, that's a nice smallie. Got it on the crankbait. Yeah, very nice looking healthy fish here. It's the first fish of the day. Look out. That's a nice smallie. Got another fish here trolling. Fish have been a little bit slow, but hopefully they're gonna have a movement today and get active, move, and we can tie into a few. Hopefully this is the start of that movement period. It's been pretty slow the last couple of hours. Hopefully this is the start. We got a nice smallie on. Yeah. Nice fish. Nice fish. It's fish number 4 for the trip. Just picked up a nice fish here on the troll. I threw out a marker and I'm anchored. I'm going to fan cast the area and see if that fish is from a school. Hopefully it is. I'm anchored almost right on the edge of this channel cut that comes in here. And that's what these fish are related to. That's the structure. It's about a 12-foot break line on top and it drops about 16, 17 feet down in the channel. Oh, got one right here at the boat. Right here at the boat. Oh, that's a nice one too. That's a real nice one. On the cast. I was using a Bales blade, as you'll see here, and he just engulfed it. That fish hit right below the boat. I may have anchored the boat right on top of these fish here, but let me get the yeah, he engulfed this thing here. There you go. Well, that is a nice smallie. That's got to be about a good 20-inch fish. Nice fish.
He started the modern-day era of freshwater fishing. He is known as the father of structure fishing. His discoveries and teachings have brought pleasure and success to millions of fishermen who never even heard his name. He was inducted into the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame and the Bass Hall of Fame. He is Buck Perry, founder of the National Spoon Pluggers of America. The National Spoon Pluggers of America continues on today, It is an educational organization comprised of some of the best structured fishermen and clubs across America. The National Spoon Pluggers of America's non-competitive, supportive atmosphere is focused on sharing and helping each other, and where fishing is still a family sport. For a $30 yearly membership to the National Spoon Pluggers of America, you will receive a bi-monthly newsletter that contains articles by certified instructors who are experienced and intimately familiar with the techniques to help you catch more fish. Receive access to back issues. Receive Spoon Pluggers of America boat decal and patch. Receive an autographed portrait of Buck Perry, a copy of Buck Perry's Basic Fishing Guidelines. You will be invited and welcomed to attend networking events and outings held all over the country. At these outings, you will have opportunities to learn from the best there is, to ask questions and get real answers. You will receive a directory and have access to members and clubs across the country. As Buck says, knowledge is the key to fishing success. Start your knowledge now and become a member. Log on to www.nsoa.info to join.
Welcome to the classroom. Today we're talking about weather, part 2, reading the clouds and the atmosphere. In an earlier classroom, we discussed weather and how the weather affected fish movements and migrations. Most of the discussion was spent talking about a cold front and how the fish reacted to different light levels associated with the weather conditions. Today we'll discuss how to read the vapor trails or contrails left from planes and jets. On the first day after a cold front, you'll have a washed out sky as shown here. In all blue sky, many times you'll be able to see the moon during the day. And you might even notice some fine details like the many craters on the moon. If you can spot a plane way up in the sky at 30 to 40,000 feet, you'll see a plane with no vapor trail. The fish will be very deep and dormant under these conditions. The first indication that a change is taking place, you'll see a very short vapor trail that will disappear quickly. The fish will still be mostly deep and dormant. Later on in the day or the next day, you'll notice that the vapor trails become a bit longer before they disappear. You may notice some high cirrus clouds start to form. The fish will still be fairly deep and dormant. You might see some vapor trails that are a bit longer with some breaks in them. The breaks are due to patches of drier air mixed in with some of the moisture. The fish will start to get active and sub-movements will occur. You'll notice vapor trails will stay a bit longer before they disappear. By now the fish will move back to their normal sanctuary depth with short movements. When you start to see the vapor trails stay and spread out, fish will start to move and migrate. We can now expect fishing to pick up. Now when you see the vapor trail stay and spread all over the sky, we're back in business. By this time, we can expect there to be possibly 2 fish movements during the day. The fish will migrate and move shallower and will have a good chance to make a good catch. This may be the 3rd or 4th day after a cold front. Later in the day, you'll start to see more contrails in the sky spread out in several different directions. They will stay there for a long time and spread further and further out. When you see them spread out like this is when fishing will really start to get good. This is an indication that there is a lot more moisture in the sky. Anytime you notice the vapor trail spread out wide all over the sky, you can be pretty sure the fish movements will be good. The vapor trails will be so spread out they will look like high cirrus clouds. You can expect that you may see 2 good fish movements and migrations during the day. This could be the 4th or 5th day after the cold front. The next day the clouds start to build up good and get thick and heavy. Rain is forecasted later in the day. The fish are moving shallower and the movements are lasting longer than the day before. This is when you'll see some really good catches of fish being made. When you see a picture of a good catch of fish, many times you'll notice vapor trails in the background. The next day you look up and notice the sky is washed out again. The fish will be deep and inactive. Should we go fishing under tough conditions even though we shouldn't expect good movements? You bet. You should go anytime. It's the very tough conditions that will teach you and make you a better fisherman. But on the other hand, seeing that washed out sky can be the best days to take care of those honey-do list and chores around the house. About 14 feet of water, so it's going to take about 10, 12, 14 seconds to let that blade bait sink to the bottom. Once it gets on the bottom, Jump it. Let it go back to the bottom. Jump it. Reel in the slack. Let it get back to the bottom. Jump it. Reel in the slack. Back. Come on. Yep, got it. Yep. I think we got into the school here now. That's the third fish here casting. This one's not as big. Oh, he's coming up. You can't never tell, but yeah, that fish came on the same exact spot that I caught the other one on. So there's a school out there. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, these fish are coming to life now. Yeah, it's a nice fish now. Yeah, it came from a school. Want to get this guy in. There we go. You can see, took the white Bales blade here. Let me get the hook out. Smaller fish, probably the smallest one of the day here, but there's a school out there, so let me cast right away, get back out there. Let that lure sink. But I think we might be in an activity period here now. That's the third fish in just 3 or 4 casts here. So, and I was fan casting, and I think I've got a position right here. It's 2 fish in a row over here. I'm gonna let that blade bait. I'm using a jump bait, which is a Bales blade. Let it sink to the bottom. You're just snapping it and retrieving it to the boat. Got him. There he is. There he is. Yeah, I think we got a school going here. This is the 4th one from that spot here. Right on that Bales blade. There you go, that's number 4 from that spot there. Got him. There he is. They're still there. That's a nice one. Get the net on this guy. Oh, just lost him. Oh, that was a good fish too. There he is. There he is. We are on a school for sure. This is the 6-1 from this spot casting. Oh, jumper today. Nice fish. Right off the bottom at about 14 feet of water on that blade. This Bales blade. Get this one in the net. Let's get them out and show you. That's another nice one.
Unlock the power of HDS with your fingertips. The power to find a needle in a haystack. You will outsmart the fish. Get there first with confidence and always stay one step ahead of Mother Nature. Find, navigate, dominate with the new HDS Gen 2 Touch from Lowrance.
Fish on! Fish on! Fish on?
Fish on!
Fish on!
We're hearing reports of a fish on.
Fish on!
Ooh, fish on.
Fish on, fish on, fish on.
Fish on!
Parents, to plan your family's day on the water, visit takemefishing.org.
Hey, Josh,
I don't say this often enough, but I think you are a great kid. And you mean the world to me. You know that, right?
When you take them fishing with America's favorite reel, it says a lot. The all-new Zebco 33 family of reels.
Would you like to catch more and bigger fish consistently? Are you tired of all the gimmicks out there? Buck Perry once stated that knowledge is the key to fishing success, not a fancy lure or the latest equipment. For a fraction of the price of a fishing guide, purchase Buck Perry's Guidelines for Fishing Success. This 8-volume home study course will guide you step by step and go over all the mechanics to become a successful fisherman. After completing this home study course, you'll have long-term success that will allow you to feel comfortable on any lake you fish and for any species. For more information and to purchase this home study course, visit structurefishing.com/education.
Got him. There's another one. There's another one. Yeah, these fish have really turned on in the last half hour now. That's a small one. Even these small ones are good fighters. Right on that bale's blade again. Boy, these fish really got active now. Like I say, it's so fun to go out there, locate them on the troll, and go to the cast, and that's when you can really load up and make the big catches. And this is a real nice one here. This is number 11, I think, from this casting spot after we caught that one on the troll. Yeah, this is a nice fish. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's a real nice one. There we go. This thing's up big. Wait till you see this one. There we go, right on that bale's blade again. That's how you do it. Locate these fish on the troll, pinpoint them on the cast, and every cast you get one like this. Nice looking fish. Toss out a marker. We know where that fish came from. At least get us in a general area with that marker. And then we'll go back to the cast and see if we can't locate them, get a whole bunch more on the cast here. It's a nice fish. Really smacked that lure, so these fish are really starting to get aggressive again. Yeah, this is a nice fish. Yeah, nice small. There you go. Like I say, we're catching these fish on structure. Once again, I'm working this channel that comes off the shipping channel. There's a channel, it's like a side feeder creek channel that goes in towards the shore. And that's what these fish are using as a migration route to get to the shallows to spawn. Another nice smallie. We'll get the anchor down and fan cast the area and see if this guy came from a school. Oh, it's been a while. Just got a nice fish on the troll. Looks like a real nice one. Oh, it just jumped. Got a marker out there. We're going to go back. When you get a big adult fish like this, it's a good idea to go back and cast. Good chances from a school. You make the big catches from a casting position. That's a nice fish. Came off that channel break line again. About 12, 14 feet of water. There we go. crankbait. Like I say, about 12, 14 feet of water, and nice smallie. Nice fish on the cast here. Whoa. He just nailed that blade bait. Let me see if I can lip him. Come on, guy. Boy, they're nothing like smallies. There we go. Boy, that's a nice fish. Oh, and that blade bait just popped off. That's a great fish. Let's see if he came from a school to get some more. Beautiful fish, man. Nice smallie. Good day, I'm Rob Burgundy, and this is what's happening on your HLS News. Gara ruffle fish, also known as the doctor fish, is native to Turkey, Syria, Iran, and Iraq. The fish has been used for healing purposes for the past 400 years. More recently, they have become popular in Asian countries for salons and spas. The fish, which have no teeth, are used for feet pedicures. They eat the dead skin cells. The fish pedicure craze spread across Europe and now into the United States. The first spa in the U.S. opened in Virginia in 2008. A typical treatment consists of 100 fish being placed in a foot bath. The fish then feed on your dead skin cells for 30 minutes. Several states have since then banned the use of fish for health reasons. Unlock the true potential of your Lowrance Elite HDS Gen 2 unit with Insight Genesis. Simply record your sonar logs while on the water. After downloading the required software, then upload your sonar logs to the Insight Genesis website. A map will be prepared for you to view or download. You'll be able to create high-definition maps with 1-foot contours. Additional information such as weed growth, hard and soft bottoms can also be available. For more information, please visit the Insight Genesis website at insightstore.navico.com. North Carolina has a new state record green sunfish. 13-year-old Victoria was fishing with her big brother Jake on a small pond in Creston, North Carolina. Jake baited the hook and gave it to his sister Victoria. 2 casts later, she reeled in a record-breaking fish. They were going to eat the fish, but after looking at it, they wanted to make sure it wasn't a record. It was 12 inches long and weighed in at 1 pound 15 ounces, beating the old record by 1 ounce. While some brothers may have gotten upset they handed over a rod that had caught a state record, her brother Jack loves fishing and would have wanted her to catch the fish. Julie Coleman was out fishing with some family and friends on northern Minnesota. On their way back to the boat ramp, they noticed a gull on the water trying to feed on what looked like a big fish. They went to take a closer look and found a 37-inch northern pike with a 3-pound sucker stuck in its throat. It appears the fish choked on his last meal and died. Looks like that fish bit off more than it can chew. That's your hook, line, and sinker news. You stay safe, viewers. I'm Rob Burgundy.
As Buck says, knowledge is the key to fishing success. Start your success now by attending the Structure Fishing Workshop. This 6-hour workshop will cover the basic movements of the fish, controls and tools, weather and water, structure breaks and break lines, lure presentation, and mapping and interpretation. Cost is $60 per adult and $80 for parent and child. Workshop will be held on Tuesday nights, March 24th, the 31st, and April 7th from 7 to 9 p.m. at Cabela's in Hoffman Estates, Illinois. For more information and to register, visit www.structurefishing.com. When it comes to jump-type baits, blade baits are at the top of the list, but not all blade baits are the same. Introducing the Bales Blade by Johnny B. Lures. With its unique vibrating action, blade baits offer a wide range of depth and speed control. They can be vertically jigged, jumped along the bottom of a structure, or you can simply swim the lure back to the boat. The Bales Blade is a result of years of testing and fine-tuning to achieve the proper balance and action. Unlike other blade baits, the Bales Blade has split rings on all the hooks. This lessens the chance of a fish throwing the bait when hooked. For more information and to order, visit johnnyb-lures.com.
Before heading to your boat and every time you leave the dock, have all the detailed bottom structure you need to target fish. Offshore humps, ledges, creek channels, roadbeds, shown with the most accurate contour lines from Navionics. And it just keeps getting better with sonar charts. Submit your sonar logs for better local charts. The freshest data every day for your chart plotter and mobile device. View our charts online at navionics.com.
XI5 from Motor Guide. A wireless trolling motor engineered for anglers by anglers. Delivering key performance attributes with power, toughness, stealthy, quiet operation. And for you control freaks, our optional pinpoint GPS navigation system lets you position your boat precisely where the fish are, instantaneously, accurately, built to earn you bragging rights. Meet the all-new XI5, only from Motor Guide.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I might be into a school over here. That's the second one on 2 casts here. Oh yeah, this is a nice one too. Like I said, when you get in a casting position, you want to anchor the boat as shallow as you can and cast towards the deep water. You always want to bring in your lure up into the school from shallow to deep. There we go. Yeah, another nice smallie. Let's see if I can just lip them here. There we go. See, he just clobbered that bales blade. Got him right by the boat. There he is. That guy hit real close to the boat here. Oh, these fish are so strong. Come on, guy. I can flip him in or not. There we go. Got that blade bait, bales bait, right in the bottom of the mouth there. It's a nice fish. I had a lot of fun catching these smallies, and like I said at the beginning of the show, this was my first time I ever fished Lake St. Clair. But I did my homework before I got on the water. I took a look at my Navionics map, and being pre-spawn, I wanted to find a path, migration route, for these fish to get to the shallows. And looking at the map, it's pretty obvious where their migration route is. There's a side channel that goes all the way to the shallows, and I found the smallmouth stacked up right in that side channel. Like always, we use structure as our guide. I hope you enjoyed the show today. Thanks for watching. For more information on the structures that were fished today and where we caught the fish, visit Fishity for free and send a buddy request to Structure Fishing.